The fun never ends. Hey, how you doing? Well, here I am on the old Pike Road. I can't think. And we're running errands. Before I accidentally deleted the video, there's a little bit of video of us moving, but we were moving a bunch of stuff out of our house that was kind of given to us by somebody when they were moving, and they had to get rid of a bunch of stuff, but they started asking if we really wanted it. So, and one of them was a kind of a family heirloom, so for us it was just kind of taking up a lot of space that we didn't, more space than it was useful to us, I guess. So we returned it, and hopefully that'll work out for him. And he needed his futon back and everything, and we kind of needed one of our spare bedrooms back. We're trying to simplify and pare down everything. And so today is a day of errands again, and now I'm on my way to Sears, because the mower I have is a Craftsman and a riding mower, and it takes a battery, and I figure it needs a battery, and I figure they probably know better than anybody else. So I'm going to Sears at what used to be Antioch Mall here in the Northland, but now, as many malls have, it's been torn down and rebuilt, and they're trying to revitalize the whole area. Although I hope they don't go too crazy with that, because there's some neat 1950s era diner and two little diners there, and things like that. I understand they need to make it economically viable, but let's not destroy and corporatize everything when we don't have to. So anyway, this is the this is the old Pike Road, which runs north-south from North Kansas City into the west side of Clay County into Platte County. And it was an old commercial route, Pike Road, meaning it was a toll road. And it was a way to get goods, mainly agricultural goods, into the city, into the farmers market downtown. Farmers would bring their crops down this road, and they'd end up at Harlem, and they'd have to pay to get across the Missouri River on a ferry, because there was no bridges until 1911 was the first automobile bridge. There was the Hannibal Bridge, which was a railroad bridge. In 1911 they built the ASB Bridge, which was automobile and railroad. It was originally, when it was designed, it was originally meant to be pedestrian and railroad, but things changed, and cars came along. So, and this is just one of those routes. It's squirrel. Yeah, it's just one of those routes that it's got a lot of history behind it, and it's just kind of for most people it's there. It's been bypassed a long time ago. Matter of fact, here's the marker talking about it, and also the marker says it was eventually bypassed by the Jefferson Highway. Hold on. And then the Jefferson Highway was originally was bypassed by its numbered highway in this area, which is 169. 69 and 169 actually. But yeah, with all the highways and stuff, the road doesn't go all the way through, so I'm coming to pretty much a T here, and I have to turn left to head into Sears, so we'll do that. Anyways, so we're coming up to that area. I did a video when my back was bad about hamburgers here, which is one of the places that been here since 1955. It's right there. We're coming up on the another country I heard from. Coming up on the Antioch Mall here. Doggies are impatient. And I guess the Antioch Mall was the first mall in the Kansas City area. It started out as sort of an open air mall, and then they enclosed it when that became the fashion. And it kind of sat mostly empty for quite a few years since the mid-2000s, and then they've torn the enclosed part of the mall down and have reopened it, so now it's gone back to the way it was. And actually, part of it's a Walmart neighborhood market. You know, some of the typical stores. You can see areas are open for redevelopment. Now it's called Antioch Crossing. Sears has always been here, and Burlington Coat Factory was one of the last tenants, and they're still here too. And this area of the mall that we're coming to is what they didn't tear down. They just took out the enclosed part, and as you can see, they're still working on it. And I think we have to go around to the other side of Sears, because I'm going to be carrying a battery in, and I think that part of Sears is actually downstairs. Yeah, like I say, I'm really not super sad about the demise of malls. I never really hung out in them. Like, I guess, you know, in high school, because my friends wanted to hang out in them, and had no idea what to do with themselves. But I just kind of felt like malls just made prices higher because people were paying for the overhead, and there wasn't that really that much. I mean, you know what? I may have goofed up. I thought it went all the way around. Maybe it does go all the way around. Yeah, it does. There's a downstairs part to Sears here. And Sears is another chain that's been hit on hard times. Part of me really wants them to succeed and keep going. It's a very old company, and yeah, I think we're going to be parking underneath. And you can see what's left of the mall down here. The A-way coming into Sears. You got to get my battery and see if they know anything about it. So, here we go. So, that was interesting. It's a Craftsman mower, which is a Sears product. And so I figure I would come to Sears and give them my money. But I don't know, unless things have changed since forever. The sales clerk in here doesn't know anything about it. They have to order it. And I said, well, don't you want this one for a core charge? And she was like, what's that? I'm like, a core charge. It's where you bring the old part in and they give you money for it. And in other words, the replacement battery would be one cost without a core and a cheaper cost with a core. So you bring the old one in, they take it, then they send it out to a recycler, and then, you know, so I don't know. it's not Sears, a place that sells batteries. If I can figure out how to get out of here. The roads are blocked. So, weird. I don't understand. Batteries, tires, oil change. No, I'm not going to Sears Auto Center. I should be able to go where the lawnmowers are. So, and then you go into an empty store, not very many people in there, and then you get met with somebody who doesn't know what you're talking about. And you go, I think I know why this store is empty. I said I'm rooting for Sears. I'd like to see them continue on, but I kind of think I know why they're going out of business. So this day went south pretty fast as far as the weather goes. I guess we need the rain, right, Jimbo? This is downtown, Mission. Decided to get some smack after watching that movie about Ray Kroc and McDonald's history, which I'm familiar with because we've been to the original McDonald's where a lot of that happened. And no, I'm not buying Smack. Smack is our cutesy little name for McDonald's. It stands for SmackDonald's. And I like this part of town. It's kind of like Route 66 in a way, except I don't think that the way things have been going, the city likes this. I mean, I guess what I'm saying is that they're busy tearing everything down and trying to turn it into the same thing you see at every other exit. So it's a shame. And at the end of this street here, they're going to they're talking about building a big Walmart. They've been talking about it for years. There used to be a mall there, Mission Mall. Then they fell in love with Walmart and decided to tear down the mall so they could put up a Walmart, and that was well over 10 years ago. And it was a small mall. It was kind of interesting. When I went in there the last time, it seemed like it was doing all right for as far as malls go. But I guess the people who own the mall didn't feel the same way. So now there's just this empty field here to the right where Mission Mall used to be, and soon to be Walmart, I guess. I was thinking I was going to take this battery that I had an unsuccessful attempt to replace it at Sears and try my luck at Home Depot, but maybe tomorrow. I think I'm going to go have some coffee. This weather has kind of made me sleepy. Excuse me, I got hiccups from my smack. And but anyway, maybe I've heard that Thursday nights will be the nights for jazz at YJ's now. So Thursdays and Sunday nights. So we'll see. Anyways.